Hello, it's Greg Colligan from Fresh Look Real Estate. So, today I want to talk about there's a lot of unanswered questions being caused by this virus. The economic slowdown we're experiencing across the country, many are asking, is the housing market in trouble? And those who remember 2008, it's a logical question to ask. A lot of people experienced financial hardships, lost their homes, were out of work during the Great Recession, but that recession started with a housing mortgage crisis. Today we face very different challenges. It's an external health crisis that's caused pause in much of the economy, and it's caused a major shutdown in the country. But cannot be compared to 2008. 2008 was a lot different than now. Let's look at a few things that make it different, okay? So first we got appreciation. When we look at this, appreciation, there's a big difference between 6 years prior to the housing crash back then than, 6 years prior to now. I mean, leading up to the crash, look at that. 12%, 11%. Here, these are national averages. Here in the Seattle area, we might have had greater appreciation, between, 14 to 16, 17. But lately, it's been around, around that, just steady, gradual appreciation. Even our lowest or our highest of as of late was lower than their, lowest. So we don't have runaway appreciation right now. So that's different from back then. And this one's major. This is a huge one. So this mortgage credit availability index. So the higher this is, the easier it is to get a loan. You see how easy it was June 2006. After the crash, boom, way down here. So if you've ever tried to get a mortgage loan in the last 10 years or so, it ain't easy. They ain't just giving them away, that's for sure. And if you got all your ducks in a row, it's a process. It's tedious, but it's no big deal. A lot of crossing the I's, dotting the T's, but the main thing is, it's tighter standards. Back then they had what they called no doc loans. You just go in and tell them, yeah, I make, $1 million a year. Let me borrow, $800,000. And pretty much they would let you do it. But they ain't doing that anymore. That's for sure. So, number of homes for sale. So, months inventory of homes for sale. What that means is, say today, no more houses entered the market for sale. How long would it take to sell all the houses on the market at the rate they have been selling? So back then, month supply, look at that. Over a year, 12-month supply of inventory. That means a lot of selling, no buyers. Right now, nationally, what was that 3 months? So that means a lot of buyers and no sellers. Here locally in Seattle area, we got under 2 months supply. So there's a lot of sellers, not a lot of buyers, not a lot of inventory. We're not, then they had just a surplus of inventory. Right now we don't have that. We got very little. We had low inventory before this, and now we have very low inventory. So let's see here. Use of home equity. This one's big too. So back then, you seen those appreciations. So, your house would appreciate 20%. You think you're rolling in the dough. You do a cash out refinance, which means you borrow against the equity in your house. Go buy some ski-doos, some boats, and, then your value of your house drops a little bit and you end up owing more on your house than what it's worth. So let's look at this. 3 years prior to the crash, $824 billion of cash out refinances. Now, 3 years, prior to right now, 232 billion. I mean, that's a huge difference. So just today, consumers are treating the equity in their homes much more cautiously. They're not, just borrowing against it, you know, and blowing the money. They're being careful about that, which is very important. So home equity today, look at this, 53.8% of Americans have at least 50% equity in their homes. I mean, that's great. That's really great. Look, 37% of homes owned free and clear. I mean, that ain't saying something. So yeah, if home values do go down a little bit, you got plenty of equity cushion there to get you through until they go back up in value. They always go back up. I mean, and then a recession doesn't automatically equal, less, home values going down. I mean, houses can still appreciate during a recession. So, but these, this is just some reasons, obviously this is a serious crisis. It's not to be taken lightly, and it's causing some serious challenges, but it's different than it was then. Like, that was caused by housing. Today we face a health crisis. So what we know now is that housing is much stronger position today than it was in 2008. I mean, it was going great before this happened. So it's no longer the center of the economic slowdown, meaning it's not causing the slowdown, but rather it could just be what helps pull us out of this downturn, our strong housing market. So if you are still wanting to sell a house right now, Greg Colligan, Fresh Look Real Estate, give me an email, give me a call. Definitely if you're thinking about selling, now's a great time to sell. It can be done safely. Obviously there's not a lot of competition selling, and there's still plenty of interested buyers. And if you are thinking about buying, don't be scared that home values are about to drop and we're heading for a huge housing market crash, because it's just not the same. And especially around here, our economy was going so strong before this. I think we're going to bounce right back before you know it. And like I said, recession, doesn't mean, a drop in home value. So if you want to talk more about it, yeah, give us a call, give me an email, message me here. And we'll get your real estate goals figured out for you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.